Welcome back, and this week we're in the GTP in the Ferrari 499P around IMSA in Spa. We have spent all week practicing. As you can tell from my previous videos, is round Spa it wasn't my strongest track. And as you can see, P3 is sending it into turn 1, nearly collecting P1. I managed to keep out of the way. As you can see, this is not the sort of thing you want to be doing on the opening lap, especially on cold tyres. As now we go up El Le Rouge, 3 abreast. I've had to lift out of the throttle because I managed to cut the corner, so I'm backing out of it. But I'd also want to be able to keep ahead of P3, Lucas, the Brazilian, as he going from seeing that in turn 1, I want to make sure I'm ahead of him, but give him plenty of space because I don't want him to be knocking me out of the track or off the race. So we've got to be able to now keep up with P1. This week around Spa, the tyres and the temperatures are extremely hot. You don't want to be sliding the tyres around like I'm doing now. You want to be gently caressing them like, like a girl. You want to make sure that they slowly come in. We're trying to make sure that we get away from Lucas behind us. And I can see in my rear view mirrors he's gone wide. As you can see, he's all over the shot, and he's also gone now into the gravel. The guy was fast, but I think his racecraft's not quite there. I think he was 2.8k iRacing, so already he's at the back of the field. And I think when I checked back on the results, he DNF'd. So now I've got a clear track ahead of us, try and catch up to P1, keep up on him. As you can see, we're trying to pull away from the pack. After a week of training, is this the week where I can finally deliver and win in the GTP? Last week around Watkins in the GT3s, I was getting a couple of, I think I got 3 wins, 5 podiums, so we're slowly building up the I rating back up to 4k. I'm hoping that's the goal. We're already at 3.4k, and hopefully we can get to that 3.5k I rating. So as we carry on now into the lap, we're trying to keep on the back of him, P1, and pressurise him. The thing I've been learning this week around here is to underdrive the car. Gentle on the throttle. Oh, gentle on the throttle and brake application. Going up to a peak pressure and slowly trailing off. I'm going to be doing a few videos on braking, just to show you guys how I go about braking. Also, I'm going to do some tutorials on how I prepare for races for the week, and I'm also going to show people how to use the paint website, I think it's called X Paint or something like that. But just to show people how how you can get your own liveries on the car. So all that's to come as well. If you do enjoy the journey and want to see if I ever reach 4k, then don't forget to subscribe. I don't really want to be asking to, I hate asking people to subscribe because there's nothing more than putting people off, but I'd really appreciate it, and let me know in the comments what kind of how you want me to video, if you like these race editors, if you want raw video of me doing the video races live. So we skip ahead now on to lap 7. As you can see from the lap times, I'm keeping very consistent in the low 3 seconds, sub 3 seconds, 3.6, which I think is quite good, near top split race pace. As you can see, we've got a lot of traffic here. P1 is managing to claw through it a bit more quicker than I am, and we can see, oh my god, the GT3 has managed to spin P1 around. Let's have a look back at that just to see what happened. So as you can see, P1's coming in. I think he's going to get a love tap right on the rear there, and how he didn't hit him, I do not know. That was very lucky. I mean, if he'd have hit that guy, that would have been a race over. So he manages to get going. I'm already ahead now in P1. As we go ahead again, fast forward it, we're getting a bit slowed down now in the traffic. But sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. Dirty air's making the car all squiggly on the rear. I've got to manage to get through this traffic quick, because at the minute P2, who was in P1, is slowly hunting me down. And as we poke our nose in there just to show our presence, otherwise we would have been stuck behind him as well. But yeah, the guy behind now is hunting me down. This is after the pit stops. I thought I'd fast forward it a bit, because other than that we was just hot lapping. And this car is absolutely beautiful to drive. I've enjoyed it this week around Spa. Let me know how you've been getting on. I think we're going to be doing the 24-hour Spa soon, and also if you guys would like me to live stream, let me know in the comments, because I'll start doing them on Fridays or Saturdays, so you guys can see the action, a live race. So as we fast forward again, I'm still trying to get through the traffic, and here is a perfect example of that. And he just turned into me there. I mean, he knew I was there. He would have got the his spotter telling me car on his right, and I mean, I don't know, was that my fault, or was that a racing incident where we just both happened to collect one another, and P2 there just cutting the chicane. So he's, from his point of view now, as he's hunting me down, there's me going through La Rouge. Oh, is he screaming, squiggling his way through there, through La Rouge. Like I said, this guy's fast, and now this is it. This is the last 4 to 5 laps of the race now, and this is where I have to put my foot down. This is where I've got to focus and get that win. This is what it's all about, iRacing. The pressure's on me. Your heart's pumping. You're trying to get that win. Especially against a guy as fast as this guy. I mean, at the moment I'm racing 4K, 5K iRacing drivers at the minute, and to be able to just fight for the wins and podiums just shows the progress. It's just whenever I get progress to 3.4K, I end up losing 100 by a stupid mistake, and as you can see, these two are slowing me down, but I have to send it in there. And P2 just happens to get a free pass through. That's the thing when you're the lead driver. You're the one who's making everyone aware you're coming through. The guy in P2 is already having the door opened for him, making everyone aware that the traffic's coming through. As I get a bit squiggly there, I've always been driving over that curb, which I guess is not the right thing to do, but I've watched some of the Grid and Go videos, that's whose setups I use, and that's the racing line that they use. So we managed to clear this GT3. I was hoping at the time that this guy would hold him up, but oh man, what a move through there. Very ambitious. I mean, let's just have a look at that from another point of view. How he got through there, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I would have been doing that, but yeah, that's the difference between me and the other guy. he's just got better traffic management. But to be fair, every race I have raced with this guy, he has always been hit by the GT3s. So I would say his traffic management's perfect. But with moves like that, I'm not surprised he gets collected. I'm just a bit more cautious when it comes to things like that because P2 for me is more iRacing, you know, as much as it is nice to win a race, as he's trying to weave in my mirrors to try and put me off in the braking areas, but that doesn't work on me. It's a lot quicker through this section. Right on the limit there of what the car was capable of without going too much into the gravel there. We cleared the GT3 here perfectly, and just as we're coming into the braking area, braking zone now, we're coming up to another load of GT3s and LMP2s, which at this point, them holding me up now. He gets such a better braking on me as we going now into turn 1. Another ambitious move there. If I hadn't have seen him coming, we would have collected one another. I don't know. I should have maybe stuck on the right a bit more, but he took the opportunity and he's through. Hopefully, I was trying to box him in on the GT3s there, but I couldn't manage to do it. He manages to get through, and I couldn't do what he did earlier and go round the outside of them. So at this point, P1 now, he's got away from me. But he's getting held up. There's still one lap left after this one. Can we keep on his tail? Pressurise him into another mistake like previously? He's getting held up here. And this is the point when you're like in top 2 splits. The GT3 pack is just as tight as the GTP, so when you're coming up against traffic, as the GT3 there does a block on me to try and say you're not coming through, and I think I've just seen him spin, yeah, losing the rear on me, which he deserves for blocking me there, but he managed to miss the rear of my car. As we're coming on to the back of the P1, but I don't think it's going to work. We've not managed this one, so P2, not bad in split 2, positive I rating, which is towards that 4K goal. He gets the win. We finished 2 seconds, sub 2 seconds behind him, and as you can see, we gained 61 I rating, nearly at 3.5k I. Halfway there to 4k. Hopefully we can carry on this momentum, and don't forget to subscribe and hopefully join me on this journey, and I appreciate all the love, guys. Thanks for watching.